NEC, powering billion dreams in association with Money Control.
I was waiting, how come there's no AI yet?
Yeah. So in everything that I just spoke about, there is AI involved. The gesture that I talked about, that a woman in distress does a gesture, there is an artificial intelligence that reads that gesture in a certain way. There is an artificial intelligence that says that, is this happening regularly at certain point of time in the day? Is there a certain kind of women who are doing the gesture? And there is a lot of intelligence that you can build in once you begin to collect the data. But coming back to your question, we are currently working on a solution that in the healthcare space, which basically looks at new antigen for cancer immunotherapy. So through an AI-based IoT platform, NEC's solution is trying to identify these new antigens in the body, where the doctors can administer personalized immunotherapy in cancer treatment. Similarly, we are working on medical images, using AI to analyze medical images and identify anomalies or which could be disease markers, which can sometimes escape a human eye. And when you are able to process hundreds and thousands of these medical images of a certain kind of people, certain segment, you can do a lot of segmentation, and you can create markers that helps understand how to identify diseases. So that's something that we are doing in healthcare space. I was talking about in agriculture sector, we have a platform, an AI platform called CropScope, which basically helps farmers understand what is the moisture level in the soil, what is the temperature, and it creates predictive models to when to give water, when to introduce fertilizers, when to harvest, how is the temperature changing, and what kind of field interventions do you need to put. And these are all working through multiple edge devices and sensors that are operating in the field that picks up the data and creates these interventions for the farmers. And in doing so, what happens is you're saving millions of dollars of resources that otherwise goes waste. Similarly, we have created a platform in India called as Krishi Nivesh. And agriculture is the biggest sector in India. And there's a lot of government subsidies that is made available to the farmers. But in many times, the farmers don't know what resources are available to them. And through a very transparent and fair platform, we are making sure that a farmer A or a farmer B or a C in any part of the world is able to avail of the same schemes and subsidies and resources that the government makes available to them. So that's another intervention that we are trying to build in the agriculture space. We've talked about aviation, and you're right to make that mention that not many cities in the world actually have a biometric boarding system.
Yeah.
So in many ways, we feel very proud of doing something like DigiYatra, because what we have done is we have enabled India to really leapfrog into a mature market, into a developed market model. Many developing countries can't even think about that. And right now, as we speak, we have done it in 5 airports, and the 14 airports are going live as we speak right now.
And look at the volume of passengers that we handle.
And people who use DigiYatra once will never go back to a physical boarding pass. That's a promise that we will give to the market.
NEC, powering billion dreams in association with Money Control.